Alrighty, what's going on YouTube? Coming back with a quick video here. And in this video, I'm going to show you the process of me manga bombing partial part of my wall. So what you're going to see is I'm just going to show you the layout of how I'm going to do this. Then I'll cut to me laying it actually out and showing you how I put it up. So right here, I'm doing mine a little bit different. Instead of just doing all comic book stuff, I have a Tokyo Ghoul poster in the middle as like the focal point. So I spaced it out. So Tokyo Ghoul poster is just taped out lightly, not how I'm gonna leave it. But it is 2 comic pages worth down to it. So 2 pages, and then even with the wall there. So I'm gonna do that all the way across. It's not gonna be the actual ones that I use, but for now I just use them as placeholders so I know that it was 2 sheets. So I'm gonna make a 2x3, possibly 2x4. That way I'll know to lay it out and get it across to make sure I get it the right length. Then I'll do a page on each side of the poster, and then I'll just finish down all the way to the floor. Beside here though, I will be doing another one, but instead of having the Batman one, I'll be having my Attack on Titan poster there, doing the same thing around it, which is still Manga Bomb, just a little bit different. So that's just the beginning, showing you the layout that I'm going to be using, and then later I'll cut to me actually starting to put it together. Alrighty, real quick, a quick thing that I would like to mention. If you're planning on doing this, it's better to have more of a flat area so you can put the pictures together the way you want them. Another thing, the way that I got my comic book I'm using, or manga, sorry, pulled apart, is you heat it in the microwave, covering off for about a minute and a half, and it loosens up the glue that holds it, and that way, hey kitty, it loosens up the glue, that way you can just pull it apart. If it starts to get cold, do not rush it like I did, and you'll end up with that. So these pages that I've torn through right here, pretty much useless. You can use them for filler pages if there's images in there you like. You can just cut them out and use them for filler, which I'm going to have to do on my wall because it's not a perfect fit because of the window. So most of those images in there I'll just use for filler later on, but that's just something I want to point out. Alrighty, on to the next part of this. Now I figured out what pages I'm going to use, so I'm going to show you my first layer of it, and then I'm just going to go from there, proceeding to put it on. So you pick what image size you want. Technically, I wanted this image up here, but due to the way that the page is laid out, I'll show you here, it wouldn't have really matched up with the corner. Now that I'm looking at it, I could have used it because it's not matching up anyways, but just for the sake of this, I wanted it to match a little bit better. So these are the images I wanted. There we go. So what you do is, you flip it over on the side that you're not going to use. You get a piece of tape that's about, sorry for the glare, trying to get a better angle. You get a piece of tape that's about as long as the picture, or the page. You want it a little bit longer lengthwise. Reason being, when you put it on the back of it, you're going to have little ends that hang off to the end. What you want to do is kind of wrap them around. That way the tape's not showing on the front, but you do have a small space that holds the two together around the edges. So that way, when you look at it, you can see you can't really see it too good, but there's a tiny little piece of tape that holds them two together right there and right there on the corners. And then, since I need to do a 2x4, I'm going to do, since I have those two, I'll do another 2 and do it 4 times down. Then I'll hang it up on the wall, and that'll be the top part. So whenever I get all that done, I'll show you that, and then pretty much you just follow the same directions as that. Alrighty, just to show you a little bit of it done, I'm going to follow this pattern, one more sheet, and then I'll do some filler images from the sheets I showed you that I accidentally ripped. I'll just cut out some and place it in like the corner of the wall. That way it'll still match that it's flowing through, but it'll just be some random pictures. So all I did was, once I got the sheets together, if you're doing them on a high wall like I am, I'm actually tall enough that I can just reach the ceiling perfectly fine. So I had no issues individually hanging them. What you can do is, if you lay them out on a table, you can connect them all there by placing another piece of paper another piece of tape across the top lining of them. So when you hang them up, you can just hang them up in a flat sheet. And you also want to connect them towards the bottom. If you don't, they'll be flowing in the wind, or maybe not wind, but they'll be flowing in the air like this. You'll just see them kind of float up, or there'll be like a bubble, and you'll be able to see it. So, pretty far away, it looks decent. When the light bounces off of it, you can see the tape in the corner. The way to fix that, I used a big piece of tape for a placeholder, but I'm going to go back through with an X-Acto knife and cut off the extra strips I have. And I know it looks a little crooked. Reason being for that is it was just flapping. It was being very annoying. So I just taped it down so that sheet looks a little crooked. I'm gonna go back and fix all those things, but I just wanted to show you me getting it up on the wall. But yeah, easier way to do it is just put it together on the ground in the sheet you need it, and then just place it up on the wall. But anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out.